Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be opening up Avatar: The Last Airbender. Thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for choosing me as an MTG ambassador for this set. I'm giving away this entire play booster box of Avatar: The Last Airbender, but you have to stay till the end to figure out how to enter. I'm so excited. All right. Oh my God. Wow. These are so beautiful. These are so beautiful. Holy moly. All right. Woo! Easier to open. All right. Not too bad. Oh my gosh. Let's get into it. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in some more. Oh my God, we got the tea food token. Yes. Let's see the other token here. A monk with prowess. Nice. We have a diligent zookeeper. This is I am reading a lot of these cards for the first time, so bear with me. I'm going to be going through what these do and my opinions on them, etc. It's a 4/4. Each non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 for each of its creature types to a maximum of 10. Whoa, we have a stand still. Whenever a player casts a spell, sacrifice this enchantment. If you do, each of that player's opponents draw 3 cards. Did I say that right? Each of that player's opponents draws 3 cards. Wait, okay. Whenever a player casts a spell, you sack this, and then each of that player's opponents draws 3 cards. Am I just not? All right, so like I play the spell, my opponent next to me is gonna cast a spell. So I sacrifice this, and then each of that player's opponents draw 3 cards. Oh, sick. Love it. So I'll draw 3 cards, and then my other 2 opponents will draw 3 cards, but not the person that played the spell. I see. That's interesting. So it's a little tricky. Like, do you cast a spell or do you draw 3 cards? I think I'd pass. I think I'd pass and draw 3 cards and wait for one of my opponents to trigger this. I love that. That's so cool. I had to think about it. Okay. Sandbender Scavengers. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. 2 mana, 1/1. That's great. Whenever this creature dies, you may exile it. When you do, return target creature card. Mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Love this. Love that. Katara, the waterbending master. 2 mana human warrior ally for 1/3. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you get an experience counter. Whenever Katara attacks, you may draw a card for each experience counter you have. If you do discard a card, still really, really cool card. 2 mana, 1/3 with a lot of utility there. I love it. Waterbending Ascension. This is an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then, if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, draw a card. Waterbend for 4 target creature can't be blocked this turn. Nice. Oh, the Appa Land. I am so excited about collecting all of these. Oh, Katara Heroic Healer, 5 mana, 2/3. Human warrior ally, lifelink. When Katara enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Love that. Acrobatic Leap, which is target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying until the end of turn. Untap it. Cathartic Reunion. I like this card. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard 2 cards, but draw 3. When this equipment enters, destroy target permanent. Equip creature gets +3/+3 and 3 to equip. Jet. Oh, Freedom Fighter. Let's see. Human Rebel Ally, legendary creature. When Jet enters, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature an opponent controls. When Jet dies, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Enter the avatar state. It's an instant lesson. Until the end of turn, target creature you control becomes an avatar in addition to its other types and gains flying, first strike, lifelink, and hexproof for 1 mana. Wow. That will be awesome. Kyoshi Battle Fan, which is a 2 mana artifact. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 white ally creature token, then attach this equipment to it. Equip creature gets +1/+0 and equip cost is 2. Otter Penguin Bird. Otter Penguin Bird. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, this creature gets +1/+2 until the end of turn and can't be blocked. I have a feeling I'm going to play that in limited. That is so cool. A Cycle of Renewal, 3 mana, lesson, sacrifice a land, search your library for up to 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Oh my gosh, this set is so exciting. I can't wait to play it at pre-release. Oh, these packs are easy to open. Let's go. We have an art card of Katara. So pretty. All right. Wan Shi Tong Librarian, X blue, Flash, Bird. I love birds. I love birds. Bird Spirit, Flying Vigilance. When Tong enters, put X 1/1 counters on him, then draw half X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a 1/1 counter on Wan Shi Tong and draw a card. This is so good. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna build this? Azula, Flame of Ember Island. Wow. Human Advisor, tap, destroy target creature of your choice, then destroy target creature of an opponent's choice. Activate only during your turn before attackers are declared. Wow. Love that. Master's Guidance. Whenever you attack with 2 or more legendary creatures, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target attacking creatures. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Love that. Fang Roku's Companion, which is a 5 mana dragon 4/4. When Fang attacks, another target legendary creature you control gets +X/+0 until the end of turn, where X is Fang's power. When Fang dies, if he wasn't a spirit, return this card to the battlefield under your control. He's a spirit. Nice. Then bring him back. The Legend of Roku. This is a 4 mana saga, and it is a mythic. Let's see. Exile the top 3 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You can play those cards. Love effects like that. Add 1 mana of any color, and then exile this and return it to the battlefield transformed. We are going to transform into Avatar Roku. Wow, so cool. Firebending. Whenever this creature attacks, add 4 red mana. This mana lasts until the end of combat. Nice. 4/4 and 8 mana to make a 4/4 dragon with flying and firebending. That's so good. That is so good. All right, we got a beautiful island. Combustion Technique. I love this art. So pretty. 2 mana lesson. Combustion Technique deals damage equal to 2 plus the number of lesson cards in your graveyard to target creature. If that creature would die, exile it instead. Love that. I'll be using that in limited for sure. Frog Squirrels. Oh my God. 2 of my favorite things. Frogs and squirrels. 2 mana 2/2 with reach. Hundra Wall. It is a 0/4 defender. Sparring Dummy, which is a 2 mana scarecrow with a little watermelon head. Defender 1/3, mill a card. You may put a land milled this way into your hand. You gain 2 life if a lesson card is milled this way. Sun Warriors, we have a Boros card here with Firebending. Firebending X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Wow. I like that. Add, whenever this creature attacks, add X mana. This mana lasts until the end of combat. You can pay 5 to make a white ally creature token. North Pole Patrol, a human soldier ally with Waterbend. Tap target creature an opponent controls. While playing a Waterbend card, you can tap your artifacts and creatures to help. Each one pays for 1. Nice, nice. Foggy Swamp Hunters, 4 mana ally human ranger. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, this creature has lifelink and menace. Badger Mole. Whenever this creature enters, Earthbend 2. Target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste. That's still a land. Put 2/1/1 counters on it. When it dies or if it's exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have trample. That's so good. Oh, I love that. Water Tribe Captain is a 3 mana 3/3 ally human soldier. 5 mana creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn. Oh my gosh. I always loved this makeup. And the outfit. So good. Ally token and a clue. Momo! Friendly Flyer, 1 mana 1/1. The first non-lemur creature with flying you cast during each of your turn costs 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature you control with flying enters, Momo gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Clone Legion. Oh my gosh. I love clone effects. For each creature target player controls, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Love that for Commander. Waterbender's Restoration as an addition. This is a lesson. I really like this art. So pretty. As an additional cost to cast the spell Waterbend X. Exile X target creatures you control and return them to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I love blinking things. This is great. Yes! I really want to build the Cabbage Merchant. I'm so happy I pulled the Cabbage Merchant. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, you make a food token. I love playing with tokens and food. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, sack a food token. Tap 2 untapped foods you control to add 1 mana of any color. My cabbages! Avatar's Wrath. Ooh, this is gonna be a board wipe, I'm sure. Let's see. Choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend all other creatures. So exile them. While each one is exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Oh, wow. The Appa Land. Okay. I want 1 of each. So we got the island and the swamp. Coastal Piracy. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Dire Sight, 3 mana, surveil 2, then draw 2, you lose 2. Deny entry, counter target creature spell, draw a card, then discard a card. Rockalanche, a 3 mana Earthbend lesson. Earthbend X, where X is the number of forest you control, and it has flashback. Buzzard Wasp Colony. It's a bird. Whenever this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact or a creature if you do draw a card. Love that. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put those counters on this creature. That's awesome. This is a 2/2 flyer. Gran, a 1 mana legendary human peasant ally. Whenever Gran becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast as long as there are 3 or more lessons in your graveyard. Grand's gonna teach you a lesson. Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Reach, this creature gets +1/+0 and has trample as long as you control land creature or a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Earth Village Ruffians. Whenever this creature dies, Earthbend 2. Vindictive Warden Menace. Firebending 1, and this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent for 3. I want to know, who is your favorite character from Avatar? It's really hard to pick a favorite for me. I really like Toph. She's just so cool. And I really like Zuko's story. I'm not going to go into details just in case some of you haven't seen it yet. Highly recommend. Oh, I got Aang Swift Savior, a 3-mana legendary. Flash flying. When Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. You can pay 8 to transform Aang, which becomes a 5/5 reach trample when Aang and La attack. Put a 1/1 counter on each tapped creature you control. Oh my God. I had no idea that this was in here, and I love Coma. The monstrous serpent. I have been wanting new art for Coma, and this is the perfect art. I'm so happy. If you don't know what this does, it's a super strong card. Highly recommend using it, especially in Commander. This spell can't be countered. At the beginning of each upkeep, that's right, each upkeep, you make a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Coma's Coil. So you can sacrifice another serpent and you get to choose one of these abilities. So tap target permanent, its activated abilities can't be activated this turn, or the monstrous serpent gains indestructible until the end of turn. So you're popping out tokens that protects Coma, and you're doing it at every upkeep. It's just amazing. Oh my gosh. Waterbender Ascension. Okay, so we did see this one, but we didn't see this art. Love that. Crystalline Armor. So this is a 3-mana art. Wow, really pretty. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control and has trample. Oh my goodness. I think this is gonna go into quite a few of my land focused Commander deck, specifically my Yargle and Multani. Yeah, that's really good. Wartime Protesters, 4 mana with haste. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on that creature and it gains haste until the end of turn. All right, we got a Plains Momo. Fire Nation's Conquest. Creatures you control get +1/+0. I like that. Zuko's Offense. So Zuko's oh, nice. This is just like a shock. It deals 2 damage to any target. I love that. It's gonna be great for I love that. That's gonna be great for limited. Elephant Rat. We have a 2-mana. Wow. Menace 1/3. Twin Blades, 3-mana flash equipment. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains double strike until the end of turn and +1/+1. Ooh, this is a really cool combat trick. I will definitely be picking that in my drafts. White Lotus Hideout. So add a colorless, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast lessons or shrine spells. And then you can pay 1 to tap and add 1 mana of any color. Vengeful Villagers. Whenever this creature attacks, choose target creature an opponent controls, tap it. Then you may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, put a stun counter on the chosen creature. This guy was funny. Merchant of Many Hats. Return this card from graveyard to your hand. That is hilarious. He just kept popping up out of nowhere. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. We have a 1-mana artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Activate only once each turn. Sacrifice this artifact. It deals 5 damage to target creature. Avatar Enthusiast. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oh, I am absolutely loving this so far. I haven't really looked at any spoilers, so I'm really seeing this stuff for the first time. And it's also quite a bit earlier before all the spoilers are even out. So this is really exciting for me. Food token and a bear. Oh, that poor bear. The last Agni Kai. I think I'm saying that right. A target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls if the creature the opponent controls is dealt excess damage this way, add that much red mana. Until the end of turn, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps in phases end. Humble Defector. I like this card a lot. I play this in a lot of my commander decks because it just, it creates some friendships. You draw 2 cards and then target opponent gains control of this and activate only during your turn. But, spread the love, spread the love. Whoa, this art is amazing. Avatar Aang. 4 mana flying, firebending 2. Whenever you waterbend, earthbend, firebend, or airbend, draw a card. Then, if you've done all 4 this turn, transform Aang into Aang, Master of Elements. Oh, wow. Flying 6/6. Spells you cast cost 5 less to cast one of each color rubric. At the beginning of each upkeep, you may transform Aang. If you do, gain 4 life, draw 4 cards, put 4 1/1 counters on him, and he deals 4 damage to each opponent. This is kind of similar to Omnath's ability in a way, except all you have to do is transform. Woof, that is amazing. Reckless Blaze deals 5 damage to each creature. Whenever a creature you control dealt damage this way dies, add red mana. Fire Lord Azula. Okay, all right. I am very excited for this card. Firebending 2. Whenever this creature attacks, add 2 mana. This mana lasts until the end of combat. Whenever you cast a spell while Fire Lord Azula is attacking, copy that spell, and you can choose new targets for the copy. I know a lot of my friends are going to be building her for commander, and this is a very, very tempting one. I got the Appa Forest. All right, I almost got one of each. Kyoshi Warrior Exemplars. I love their makeup and everything. Whenever this creature attacks, if you control 8 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2 until the end of turn. Oh, many partings. Search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle and make a food. Giant Fly. Flying, whenever you sacrifice another permanent, this creature gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. Air Nomad Legacy. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a clue token. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Iroh's Demonstration. 2 mana lesson. Iroh's Demonstration deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls, or Iroh's Demonstration deals 4 damage to target creature. I like that. We'll be drafting that. Wolf Bat. I always draft removal. Like, that's my go-to. Just take the removal. When in doubt, I don't know. All right, we have Wolf Bat. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you may pay a black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. 2/2 flying. Messenger Hawk. Flying, whenever this creature enters, make a clue. This creature gets +2/+0 as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Geyser Leaper. We have a flying waterbend for 3. Aang's Journey. 2 mana, kicker lesson. Search your library for a basic land card. If this spell was kicked, instead search for a basic land and a shrine. Reveal those cards and put them into your hand. Then shuffle and you gain 2 life. All right, we have a art. Ooh, we got a signed art. Ooh, scary. Firebender's Ascension. So we saw this one already. Zuko. Oh, my God. Rise or Reese, however you want to say it, the Redeemed was one of my very first commander decks that I built. I still have it together. It's an amazing elf deck. I had no idea that now Reese can be Zuko. That makes me so exciting. Has there been another art version of Rise? I don't think so. I don't think so. This might be the first one. All right, somebody let me know. I had no idea this was in here. That is sick. Momo Friendly Flyer. Ooh, Heibai Forest Guardian. When a Heibai enters, reveal lands from the top of your library until you reveal a shrine. You may put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Pay 5 mana for each legendary enchantment you control. Make a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Boomy Unleashed. Trample. When Boomy enters, Earthbend 4. When Boomy deals combat damage to a player, untap all lands you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only land creatures can attack during that combat phase. Yes, I got the mountain. All right, I got 4 of the 5. Now I need the plains. Sokka, Wolf Cove's Protector. There we have a 3 mana, Vigilance, a 3/3. Capital Guard. Oh, it's just a 2/2. Fire Nation guards rely more on fear than fire. Inspired Insurgent. Sacrifice this creature, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. When this creature enters, make a food. Whenever you sacrifice a food, you may search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. If you search your library this way, put this creature on the bottom of its owner's library, then shuffle. Uncle Iroh. Okay, this is one of my favorite characters. 3 mana, 4/2, although he was maybe a little too patient. Uncle Iroh, 3 mana, 4/2, firebending lesson spells cost 1 less to cast. Team Avatar. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Discard this card. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. Corrupt Court Official. When this creature enters, target opponent discards a card. Curious Farm Animals. When this creature dies, you gain 3 life. Sack this creature. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantments. Eloquentia. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Opening these is so satisfying. All right, we got a food token, a dragon token. We have the Sandbender Scavengers. Oh my gosh, I love this card. I use this card a lot in my commander decks. Imprison in the Moon, enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. So this is really good because you can just target someone's commander. It's really mean. Enchant permanent is a colorless land with tap to add a colorless mana and loses all of its types and abilities. Love that. All right. Oh, this land enters tapped unless you control a basic. Draw a card, then discard a card for 3. Chong and Lily Nomads. Whenever 1 or more bards you control attack, choose 1. Put a lore counter on each of any number of target sagas. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until the end of turn for each lore counter among sagas you control. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. This is where I want to go. I want to go here and get tea. Add 1 colorless, add 1 mana of any color, spend this only to cast ally spells or activate abilities of ally sources, and you can pay 5 to create a 1/1 ally token. Suspicious Bookcase. I use this card a lot too. I didn't know that they were reprinting it. Target creature can't block this turn. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. I use this in a lot of my commander decks to get that commander damage through. Purple Pentapus of 1 mana, Octopus Starfish, 1/1. When this creature enters, surveil 1. Pay 3, tap an untapped creature you control, and return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Thriving Heath. This is a reprint. As this enters, choose a color other than white, which is going to be great for limited. All right, we have Haru Hidden Talent. 2 mana. Whenever another ally you control enters, earthbend 1. Lo and Lee, Twin Tutors. When Lo and Lee enters, search your library for a lesson or noble card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Noble creatures you control and lesson spells you control have lifelink. Southern Air Temple is a shrine. Whenever Southern Air Temple enters, put X/1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of shrines you control. Whenever another shrine you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Wow. That is really good for those shrine decks. Azula always lies. That she does. Choose one or both. It's an instant. Target creature gets -1/-1, or put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Ooh. I like this for limited as well. Rumble Arena, Vigilance. When this land enters, scry. And then you can also filter a land there by paying 1, add 1 mana of any color. Wait, it's a land with Vigilance? Oh, it has Vigilance because a lot of lands can become creatures. Okay. I got it. Firebending Lesson. Kicker whenever. Oh, yeah. We saw this. All right. Suki, Courageous Rescuer. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn. Create a 1/1 ally creature token. This ability triggers only once per turn. Bloodchief Ascension. Wow. That's cool. At the beginning of each instep, if an opponent lost 2 or more life this turn, you may put a quest counter on this enchantment. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if this enchantment has 3 or more quest counters on it, you may have that player lose 2 life. If you do, you gain 2 life. Lost in Memories, 2 mana flash, enchant creature you control. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, target instant or sorcery in your graveyard gains flashback. Ooh, I love this. Love flashback. The Blue Spirit. You may cast your first creature spell you cast each turn as though it had flash. Oh, cool. And whenever a non-token creature you control enters during combat, draw a card. Hakoda's Selfless Commander. Vigilance. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You can cast ally spells from the top. Nice. Sacrifice. Creatures you control get +0/+5 and gain indestructible until the end of turn. All right, we got a Swamp. Dutiful Knowledge Seeker. Fox. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into library from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of owner's library. The Art of Tea. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control and make a food. Brainstorm. This is a card we all know, and this art is amazing. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Daily Agents. Whenever this creature enters, earthbend 1, then earthbend 1. And whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses X life and you gain X, where X is the number of creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them. Crashing Wave. As an additional cost to cast this, waterbend X. Tap up to X target creatures, then distribute 3 stun counters. Nice. Among them. Aang, the Last Airbender. When Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target non-land permanent. So exile it. While it's exiled, its owners may cast it for 2. Whenever you cast a lesson spell, Aang gains lifelink until the end of turn. Cunning Maneuver. Target creature gets +3/+1 until the end of turn and make a clue. Rowdy Snowballers. When this creature enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. And Sunblessed Peak. So it enters tapped. Later you can pay for or sacrifice it to draw a card. Ally token. A clue. Ranan Shaw. Flying Firebending 2, 4/4. When Ranan Shaw enters, if you cast them and there are 3 or more dragon and or lessons in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of Ranenjaw, except it's not legendary. And then pay 4 dragons you control get +2/+0 until the end of turn. Wow. Brought back 2 mana. Choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn and return them to the battlefield tapped. Boiling Rock Rioter, firebending 1 and tap an untapped ally you control to exile a target card from a graveyard. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast an ally spell from among these cards you own exiled with this creature. Bison Whistle, a 2-mana artifact. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a bison card, you may put it onto the battlefield. If it's a creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. Foggy Swamp Visions. As an additional cost to cast a spell, Waterbend X. Exile X target creature cards from graveyard. For each creature card exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of it. At the beginning of your next instep, sacrifice these tokens. Okay. Okay. All right. We got to sacrifice them. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's wild. That is wild. We got it. We got it. Let's see. Now I have all 5. Yay. Wait, he's so tiny right there. Yeah, we got all 5. All right. Roku's Mastery, which is an instant. Roku's Mastery deals X damage to target creature. If X is 4 or greater, scry 2. Sledding Otter Penguin. Pay 3, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Dragon Moose. Haste 3/3. Earth Kingdom's General. Whenever this creature enters Earthbend 2, and whenever you put 1 or more 1/1 counters on a creature, you may gain that much life. Do only once per turn. Taalia. Oh my gosh. I love Taalia. 3 mana with Prowess. Whenever Taalia attacks, you may pay 1. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Love. Spirit Oasis. We have a shrine. Whenever Spirit Oasis enters, draw a card for each shrine you control. Uh-oh. And whenever another shrine you control enters, draw a card. That is really, really good for the Shrine Commander deck. Deadly Precision. As an additional cost to cast a spell, pay 4, sacrifice an artifact or creature to destroy a target creature. Love that. For 1, let's go. And Misty Palms. Oasis. Oh, this one got left behind. My bad. Yuyan Archers, which is 2 mana reach. Whenever this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. We only have 3 packs left. Ally. Wow. That's a really pretty ally token. And a clue. Raven Eagle. Flying. When this creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature is exiled this way, make a clue. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses life and you gain a life. Ooh, I like that. And it's a bird. Oh my gosh, this is Sisei. But it's Suki of the Kyoshi Warriors. Search your library for a legendary card, reveal that card and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Wow. So good. Suki Courageous Rescuer. Oh yeah, we got her already. This is a Suki pack. Suki Kyoshi Captain. Other warriors you control get +1/+1. Attacking warriors you control gain double strike until the end of turn. That is amazing. If I pull off warriors in draft, oof, that would be the icing on top. That is such a good card. Abandoned Air Temple. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. You can add white, pay 4, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's awesome. Forest. The Duke Rebel Sentry. 1 mana 0/1, but the Duke enters with a 1/1 counter on him. You remove a counter from the Duke to put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control, and it gains hexproof until the end of turn. That's wild. Oh my goodness. Mechanical Glider. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature has flying. Equip cost is 2. Run amok. Classic. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until the end of turn. I I got a Toph. When Toph enters Earthbend 2, Toph's power is equal to the number of 1/1 counters on lands you control. Airbender's Reversal. It's a 2-mana lesson. Choose one. Destroy target attacking creature or airbend target attacking creature you control. June the Bounty Hunter. Can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Sacrifice another creature and you create a clue. Kyoshi Village. Lost Days. The owner of target creature or enchantment puts it into their library, second from the top, and you make a clue. Or on the bottom. Or on the bottom. Rocky Rebuke. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Love these removal spells. Lots of removal in this set. Oh, this copy token is awesome. And a soldier token. Also really cool. I need to get my tokens all together and put them with my commander decks. Something I've been playing commander for 12, 13 years. Still haven't done that. Iroh Tea Master. When Iroh enters, create a food token at the beginning of combat on your turn. You may have target opponent gain control of target permanent you control. When you do, make a 1/1 ally and put a 1/1 counter on that token for each permanent you own that your opponents control. Treetop Village. This land enters tapped and you can pay 2 and it becomes an ape. Classic card. Okay, we got this card again, but this is Wan Shi Tong All-Knowing. Oh, this is Wan Shi Tong All-Knowing. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it into their library, second from the top or on the bottom. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into a library from anywhere, you make 2 spirit creature tokens. This token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Baboon Spirit. Whenever another non-token spirit you control enters, make a 1/1 colorless spirit token. This token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit tokens. This is a spirit pack. Exile another target creature you control and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Tiger Seal. Vigilance Cat 1. Wait. 1 mana 3/3 with Vigilance? Oh, at the beginning of your upkeep, tap it. Whenever you draw your second card, untap it. No, I like that. I like this. Oh, we got another Appa land. Crashing Wave. So pretty. We got this, but in the other art. Not this art. Koala Sheep. When this creature enters, you gain 3 life. Explosive Shot deals 4 damage to target creature. Professor Zay. Anthropologist. Discard a card, draw a card, sacrifice Professor, return target instant or sorcery card from graveyard to your hand. Gather the White Lotus, make a 1/1 ally creature token for each planes you control, and scry 2. Cat Gator, lifelink. When this creature enters, it deals damage equal to the number of swamps you control to any target. Very expensive to cast. And we have a Boiling Rock Prison. It enters tapped. You can sack this land for 4 to draw a card. Giant Koi, which is 6 mana, Waterbend, and Island Cycling. I would use this for island cycling for sure. And we have Treetop Freedom Fighters. Haste. When this creature enters, make a 1/1 white ally creature token. It's the last pack. No, I don't want it to be over. All right, we have ally. Clue. Ozai the Phoenix King. This art is so cool. Trample, firebending, 4 haste. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes red instead. Ozai has flying and indestructible as long as you have 6 or more unspent mana. Pretty. Another humble defector. Fire Lord Zuko. We have a Mardu card. Firebending X, where X is Fire Lord Zuko's power. Whenever you cast a spell from exile and whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Storm of Memories. 3 red and 2 for Storm. I like Storm. Exile an instant or sorcery card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard at random. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into the graveyard, exile it instead. Katara the Fearless, let's go. I love this card. It's so strong. I love Bant. If it triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, it triggers an additional time. This is so good. We're gonna make allies happen now. I got a forest. Loyal Fire Sage, Firebending, and make a 1/1. Feed the Swarm, classic card, destroy target creature or enchantment opponent controls, and you lose life equal to that. CMC. This Explore is sick. I love Explore. You may play an additional land this turn and draw a card. True Ancestry. This is a 2-mana lesson. Return up to 1 target permanent from graveyard to your hand and make a clue. Destined Confrontation. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less, then sacrifice all the other creatures they control. Another classic, Epic Downfall. Exile a target creature with mana 3 or greater. Swamp Snare Trap. So this is a 3-mana enchantment. The spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a creature with flying. Enchant creature gets -5, -3. Whoa, 2 mana? Add green if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, add 2 instead. I like it. I like the ramp. Origin of Metal Bending, 2 mana lesson, destroy target artifact or creature, or put a 1/1 counter on target creature control. It gains indestructible. Whoa, that was awesome. I want to open more packs. Avatar: The Last Airbender is amazing. This is going to be so fun. You've made it to the end. There's 3 things you have to do to enter. Follow me on Instagram, sub here on YouTube, and leave a comment down below so I know how to find you when it comes to giveaway time. And I will be picking a winner once the set is officially out, and this whole box could be yours. So comment down below, make sure you're following, and I will see you guys next time.